No, it works. It's just the routing, some of the routing doesn't work.
A non-standard, or a very standard network setup, and you won't be able to get out.
All right, SSH things. What did I cover last time in SSH? I covered L and R. I did cover R, like reverse proxy back into the same machine.
Yes.
So if anyone doesn't know that, there's videos on YouTube. There's probably better videos by other people, but I discussed how you can forward a remote port back to the current computer. That's with R. I covered L, which is port forwarding a local port to a remote port. This is how you get around restricted firewalls, or one of the ways. So like, if 22 was blocked, and I still had some other SSH connection, or more likely 80. But what Andy talked about is the D, which is I actually helped someone out with this the other day. They wanted a VPN, but they need a VPN, but this is like a good stopgap measure. So I'll have to do it. This is too low, and I'll have to pick my port number carefully because I have like 1 or 2 SOCKS proxies always open. If this is, I kind of feel that most people know this, but -D and a port number, say 8787, will cause SSH to start up a local SOCKS proxy on your machine that you can connect to. Connect to with what, Dylan? Well, you can connect to it with Firefox. That's a Firefox preferences dialog. And you go here to settings, connection settings, manual proxy. Font on this is a little small. What was it? 70?
87.
Yeah, so then, right now, I didn't actually start a SOCKS proxy first. I just wanted to show you a common failure case. Failure case is proxy servers refusing connections. This is much better than the failure message that Chrome gives you, which implies that your network is actually not working. So now, I have a random box, which I'm SSHing into. Part of the SSH talk was also how to make short aliases. If anyone is interested in how I just typed that, I will talk to you after the meeting. But I have many such aliases that work on any network. They're not like a DNS thing. Anyway, so now, and I try going to random page, the proxy. There's actually some nice side effects of this. If you have a VPS provider that has IPv6, then you get IPv6. On the other hand, Google, if you're going through an IP, oh wait. Yep. IPv6. That's the most recent IP that I've assigned to that box, which is why it says feed at the end. You can do that. Anyway, it's very useful if you actually get something behind an IPv6 thing and use a SOCKS proxy. But how do you get SSH to use a SOCKS proxy? There's a program called tsocks, which I don't have configured. No, there's not. I'm not telling you right now because I don't want to have to configure that thing again. There's a thing called tsocks, which you can look up on the internet and write a config file for. That's probably not that complicated. It will use an LD preload to make all connections that the process is using go through a SOCKS proxy. Next. I'd actually like to talk about plans and do a curriculum with Sam so we can actually have more, continue with this theme and actually have more things planned. Part of that is just not having done anything that interesting. We'll be doing things that are interesting, but I can't show you anything yet because it's not done. I think that what I'll do with the remaining time is Pete's live USB thing, which I'm not sure if I'll maintain for director code.
When you say USB thing,
Yes, I should say for the people that don't know. A while ago, like a couple of months ago, Pete came. I can probably show this on the camera. Pete came with this, a USB thumb drive. The kind of thing that you want to pack lots of in your luggage when you travel so that they have lots of time, lots of fun asking what data you have with you. This is a 32 gig thumb drive that he wants to install in a computer in a pipe organ. And he wanted a regular, normal Linux install on it. And then I installed Arch Linux on it because it was easy. It's not a live CD. I had this all ran the first time I did this about how you don't need to use a live CD boot system on a thumb drive, and you don't except in really special cases. So what this is when you boot this, it's just a computer, it's just and it's Linux installed, the disk is read-write, so it can evolve and change and be updated without remastering it. Now we'll see if it actually boots on this hardware. Because before it was developed on 2 different machines. It will not go on the Ethernet port, by the way.
Sure it will. Push one.
Get a switch.
Turn it upside down.
I wonder if this will work or won't work because of legacy.
TXT.
You set your UEFI legacy mode?
What?
You set your UEFI to legacy mode?
Nope. Apparently it will go back to legacy mode if there's not a UEFI thing on the device. Oh, hey crap, did I actually install graphics on this?
Looks good.
Something just happened.
It's happening.
Oh, the first terminal is merely blank. Oh, yeah, my user has no password. Does that work for root? What did I set the root password to on this P?
You didn't tell me.
Why didn't? Oh. You should
Hunter
know.
2.
Oh, it worked. It wasn't password 2, but it was something obvious for me anyway. Wow, this is going to be great on the recording.
Apparently, strange things are afoot at the hot topic. That's what's being discussed.
The job kids are funny for band kids again.
Bless you.
Very fascinating. I can't increase the font size on this, by the way. So, I wonder if that was X trying to start and failing. Nope. Alright, now after finish fixing this, so it has graphics installed. I believe I had to uninstall parts of X to get room for something else, and then I enlarged the hard drive. The original purpose was to have like a 2 gig, that's not big enough by the way, ext2 drive, and then, you can't see anything. And then have the rest of the drive be read-writable fat so you could walk around and drop files on it, and that would be mounted as a directory under your home directory when you log in. But the one partition is not big enough. Wow, that's exciting.
Right?
That was proof that my laptop does have full disk encryption. And this is proof that I have SSH stuff. Yes, it didn't ask me for a password because, here's the poll. Do you guys think it's safe to use full disk encryption, or if you're using full disk encryption, which requires a password, to not have it automatically log in a user account on a laptop?
It's not just password, it's passphrase, right?
Well, yeah, it's a fairly long string. And this is
user workstation?
no.
Do you like
It's
to
a laptop.
walk away from your system?
I do. Here, come mess with it. Someone go mess with it. Go on, let him try.
Do it.
All the terminals are logged out. I have a lock screen that makes it look like, yeah, like see, well, it's not quite normal. See the mouse pointer? It's a Windows mouse pointer, so that's a hint that you have it encrypted. Yeah. I have one encrypted.
Yes.
Yes, full disk encryption. There's not even multiple partitions. I'm using the UEFI partition to hold the NRD, so I mean, there's like nothing extraneous.
You have it auto log in, but you still have a password, right?
Yeah. And you can't see it on the screen because it doesn't output anything, but it's asking for the password because it's in the NRD phase. All right, I'm done.
We have 10 minutes to spare.
Yeah. Where do we want to? Actually, I saw everyone's attention. Where do we want to go this evening?
Who's interested in going after the meeting
What?
to go
Just
eat?
take that one.
I got work early in the morning, so. Might as well stay.
Hey, Dylan, got a count?
William, count. 4, 5. I see 5, 6, 7, 10.
8 people?
What is in this, by the way?
It's over here.
Yeah, it's a complete one.
4 for the full disk encryption. That's fine.
Actually, software shouldn't be that hard.
Nope.
But
I'd have to tell them. Because I don't know what that's. Yeah.
Dylan, question, is that hardware encrypted or software encrypted?
Software, it's LUKS. Hey guys, I have a topic. I have a great idea. Great idea. In January for this meeting here, the one at the Nels, would you like a talk on how to set up full disk encryption?
yes,
Yes.
Awesome.
definitely.
With LUKS.
I am so afraid of it because I know that if I mess it up, like all my data will never
Well,
be recovered.
here's a couple of things. Am I still being recorded? I don't care. Here's a couple of fun things you can do with LUKS. It's about key management. So with LUKS, you can have multiple keys. So you can have, say, for instance, a key that's actually the contents of an image file on a thumb drive. And that command key, you can also have a password you type in. You can also remove encryption keys. And you can also remove all of the encryption keys. And once you've removed all of the encryption keys, you can't decrypt the hard drive anymore.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm afraid of.
Last time I did something.
So you can actually have, I don't necessarily know people to do this, but it's entirely possible where you can have it where if a laptop is improperly shut down, it just destroys the encryption key.
Or if you're trying to sell a laptop, just clear, instead of doing random writes, just keep it all encrypted and destroy all the keys.
Yeah, you could do that. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that.
Why would I sell a laptop with a hard drive still in it?
Has to hold it. What?
Why would I sell my laptop with still has a hard drive?
If you
Some
take the
people don't,
laptop,
I'll take the hard drive out and I'll smash the hell out of
if
it.
you've taken the laptop for a couple times where you can't take it apart anymore.
Okay.
That's happened to me.
Then you drill it out.
Yes.
I just want to throw it in the fire.
Well, also, if you're not selling a laptop, I usually use it for well past 2 hours.
Oh, I ended up using my laptop as some kind of a home server.
Yeah, I'm using one.
What?
Yeah, I think I actually used
yeah.
the search name on the
My bag?
laptop.